Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Commentary Zone Noontime Edition. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. Just because we asked you to. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell a friend, follow us on Twitter and IG, all that good stuff. All right, so now that I've said that, let me give us a like. Hey, Susan. Hi, Yanni. Okay, so as everyone enters the room, hello to all of you in the live chat. And if you're watching this on the replay, hello, y'all in the replay crew. Today on the docket, 1,000-Pound Best Friends, Season 1, Episode 3, We're Not a Joke. Where do we begin?
I'll be honest. I like this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at it in any capacity, but it was an easy watch. There were some things there, but it wasn't too much.
Mm-hmm.
I felt it was an episode that gave us not. It wasn't an overload, but it was just enough to move the story along.
Yeah, it's we're getting. I think I said this a couple of episodes ago, where I wanted to know more about Ashley, and I think we got more of that in this episode, and her taking those next steps in her weight loss journey. And I like that she held herself accountable for the mistakes that she made with the first surgery. She didn't blame anybody else. Like when you contrast her visit with Dr. Proctor and Megan's visit with Dr. Proctor, I saw a dramatic difference.
Right.
In like maturity and accountability. Oh, okay. So, well, let's just start at the top of the episode. The girls are in the car. Megan thanks Vanessa for going with her to the therapist's office. And I think Vanessa, I think she admitted that the therapist was great. I'm not sure yet if she thinks she's that great that she'll go herself.
Right.
But I think how she related to, like, she thought how she related with Megan was fair so far. Tina has found a new workout idea for them. And Megan has been like really trying to find things that Vanessa can feel comfortable doing while allowing all of them to do the workout without them getting hurt. She wants all of them to be able to participate. So Tina came up with this bungee workout, and they got a private lesson so that nobody would be like gawking at them. So the trainer says that she's had larger women before, but never this large. But the good thing is that each stirrup can have a capacity of 1,000 pounds, right? Is that what she said? I lost a little bit there because somebody said that the ceiling was going to cave in or something. I didn't mean to laugh, but I did. Let's see. Oh, I was very concerned for Megan because it looked like she was almost going to flip backwards. And then she kind of slipped out of the harness. How'd that happen?
Right. She didn't make sure she was secure.
Oh, I would have double checked that, especially with cameras there. Like, you don't want to test out your insurance policy.
Right. Exactly.
I would have double checked all of these ladies, but it looks like they had a good time. It worked them out without being too stressful on their joints. And Vanessa actually participated, but she had to stop before the end of the workout because she started to get nauseous. But they need to cut her a little slack, though. At least she's trying. Which, by her own words, like last year, she gave up, right? Or something?
Right.
Okay. We find out that Tina is not a fan of the bypass surgery. And I'm feeling like Tina thinks that these ladies are like really coming at her with the surgery, but she thinks that she can do it, with diet and exercise. Well,
I mean, I'm always a fan of trying it on your own first
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if she
to see
thinks
what
she
you
can
can
do
do.
it, yeah. She knows her body best. But I would still try, like, couldn't she just go to Dr. Proctor to not only engage with Dr. Proctor to make sure that she is doing the weight loss, the diet, the exercise correctly, but also get involved with the nutritionist, whatever.
Yeah, you should go like a consultation and get some ideas
Mm-hmm.
and get some advice.
And I do understand her reasoning behind it, because she says if there's a possibility of dying on the table, it's not worth the risk. She has kids, right?
Hmm.
That is a valid concern. Um, Ashley, like she says, she's scared to go to Dr. Proctor because she failed. She feels she failed from her first surgery. But get over that, girl.
Hmm.
You know, we learn a lot about her, like her family history. Like she says that she has diabetes and pressure in the family.
Right.
You know, she's at her heaviest now. Yeah, you're right. He can help in other ways. It doesn't have to be, you know, cut him up. Um, Whenever anybody is endeavoring on doing a dietary plan or exercise program, having professional feedback from a medical professional, it can't hurt.
Now,
Mm-mm.
any knowledge is good.
Mm-hmm. Next, we see Megan calling Vanessa with an idea. But Vanessa says that she wishes that her sister Jackie would help her a little bit regarding, because like she's changing her diet and she is trying these new exercise things. So I think all she needs is just like a little support.
I
Like
agree.
she wants it from Jackie so desperately, and like when she opened up and said like her dad had always said that her and her sister have to stick together, and I think that's why she craves Jackie's support so much. I don't know, they're very weird, they're very codependent. You said that last week, right?
Hmm.
um So during this call with Megan and Vanessa, Megan suggests like a girls' weekend, like for them to just get away. And why Megan is suggesting this is so that they could talk to Vanessa about branching out on her own and like really boosting her up and encouraging her to take this step. Next scene, we see Ashley going to Dr. Proctor. We learned that her previous surgery, she had the gastric sleeve, but then gained all the weight back. Um,
Hmm.
she hopes that Dr. Proctor consider her for a second surgery, and she thinks that she could just get like another sleeve. But then when Dr. Proctor explained that, I was like, wait, what? So she just can't get another, like she can't get another sleeve. So he thinks that she's going to have to do a bypass,
Right.
because if he did another sleeve, like her stomach is already like this, and he said if he did another sleeve, it'd be like this, which would cause more problems. I had no idea. I had no idea. I don't know why I just thought like they put on the sleeve and it just, like when you put a rubber band in the middle of a balloon. That's what I thought. So if you take off
Hmm.
the rubber band, the balloon would just go back to normal size. I did not know that. This is why I'm not in the medical profession. So I was grateful that he did that little demonstration with his hands, because a lot of times I get lost in the sauce. She had her first operation at 29. Now she's 36. She took full accountability in this meeting. Full accountability. And he actually cut her slack, because he said, well, you had your first surgery at 29. Maybe you weren't mature enough to know that this is an ongoing process, that you have to
Hmm.
continuously work at it. She got on the scale. She was 78.4 pounds. So she's right back where she was 7 years ago.
Right. It's like she said, it's like the surgery never happened.
That's crazy. So this is a revision surgery. So basically saying that the first surgery failed, is that what that means? Revision surgery or just a follow-up surgery?
I
What
would just
what
say
does
a
that
follow up.
mean? Oh. And there are risks to doing this surgery, as with all surgeries. He says that he wants a better than 50% odds for her, and he asked her to lose 30 pounds in 2 months. She could do that.
Yeah.
I think she's the more like vigilant of all of them. I hope she does it though. Next, we see it's the day of the camping trip. Vanessa and Tina are constantly bickering, which is very annoying for me. Tina hopes that the trip. Oh, Tina hopes that the trip doesn't turn into a let's drag Tina to Dr. Proctor getaway.
Right.
I don't think anybody care about you that much, Tina. I
That's
know I
true.
don't. Wait, really, Steven? Jackie's jealous because if Vanessa lost weight, she'd be the pretty one. Oh, wow. You think so? Not that I'm saying she's not pretty. I'm saying, like, if you think that that's Jackie's motivation,
Right.
that's really stink. Or is, oh, God. Anywho, they get to the camping. Like, all of these ladies are hesitant because they think like they're sleeping on the floor in sleeping bags, out in the wilderness with bugs and stuff like that. But it's a glamping site, y'all. It's this big, beautiful tent with actual beds in them,
That was nice.
AC. There was like a little campfire outside, and then off to the side there was showers and toilets. It was
It was
nice.
nice. I was like, ooh, I would do that with no problem.
Yeah, it,
No
it was
problem.
real pretty. And then it was right on the river or lake or wherever that was. It was just gorgeous. Not that I would do it, but scenic wise, it was real pretty, y'all.
I mean,
I'm
I
not
would
going
do it.
camping. Nope. I've done it once, not in a tent. We were in like cabins. It was called Operation Explore. It was when I was in elementary school, taking like inner city kids to upstate New York to see if they could survive. And yeah, it's not for me. I like hotels
Oh, so you was
with
bougie. So you was
spas.
you was bougie when you was young. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. They had
That's
us
not,
trekking through the woods. What city kid from Brooklyn want to be like trekking through the woods and you hearing strange things? Like you used to hearing other strange things, not like nature strange things. Sorry,
I mean,
it
I
wasn't
get
for
it.
me.
I mean, we had when I was a kid, we had yearly camping trips like with the YMCA, and those were
Mm-hmm.
fun. Those were fun. Either you
Yeah.
brought a tent or they had the structure you could sleep in with the fire pit, and it was cool. Like I still remember, you know, after years of not trying, there was this huge, huge hill,
Mm-hmm.
and people got like there was a yearly thing. We people would come to. I wouldn't go. I was too afraid to go up there. I don't like heights. I just don't. And this was 2 years in a row I tried this. The first year I got up like a quarter of the way and then kind of froze and kind of got stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm stuck. They're like, you gotta come down. I'm like, I'm stuck. So they had to send someone up to get me and bring me down. I'm like, the next year though, I tried again, but someone went with me, they were with me like side by side, and I actually made it up the hill. But
Aww. Wait, how
it
old
was.
were you?
Oh, I was like what? I had to like 11, 12, 13
You
at the
better than me.
time.
I wouldn't have gone back.
What did
I
you
got
say?
you better than me. I wouldn't have gone back.
It was fun because you got to roast, s'more because we had a huge fire pit.
I'm
It was a
not
good
into
time.
that.
Oh,
No.
mm-mm.
Uh-uh.
Like I
Nope.
said, you was
I
bougie.
don't know where that stick been.
See, you told you. Like I said, you was bougie from the early age. It's fine. Own your bouginess. It's okay. I understand.
Sorry. Oh my God, you're
There's
making
nothing,
me choke.
there's nothing wrong with being bougie. It's just, but I like you own your bouginess.
But I did, and I knew that I liked hotels. So what did I do as a
Right.
profession? Hotels. I could be bougie on a discount, an employee discount.
Exactly. That's how you do it. Like if you like, like Coach, you work at the Coach store. I'm just saying. Even if it's just part time, like on weekends, get that discount.
Or worse yet, if you like Gucci and you work with a colleague whose sister is a Gucci manager in a duty-free port,
Right.
you make sure you get all of your Gucci.
Yep. In cash.
Oh, yep, just send cash. That's
Yep.
it.
I imagine.
Just send cash. And then she always got family coming up and down. I just drop down to the airport, pick up my stuff, and thank them profusely. Love it. Okay, so at this campsite, it looks really, really nice. Vanessa, okay, I said before, Vanessa and Tina are bickering. Vanessa has a very expressive vocabulary. It's a very floral vocabulary. Some people will like it, some people won't. Tina is one of those that doesn't. She doesn't appreciate the sense of humor. She doesn't get it. She thinks it's crude. Trying to get through the rain. Okay. And I don't know. I can't say nothing against Vanessa. I really can't because my language isn't the best. But there's a time and place for it. And read the room. Because I think Vanessa does it to piss off Tina, and I think Tina tells her to stop it to piss off Vanessa. Like they go back and forth at each other to piss each other off. It's just irritating, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to take it.
Right.
Yanni says, Debbie, do you think they don't get along because jealousy, competing for the best friend position, or because they come from a very different financial background? Probably all of the above. And if this is, I'm assuming that you're talking about Vanessa and Tina and the best friend being Megan, right? I think it's probably a combination of a lot of things. But yeah, like I don't think they would. I don't think Vanessa and Tina would be friends outside of this, and if it were not for Megan being both of their friends. That's just how I feel. Vanessa feels like Tina is judging her, and she feels like Tina thinks that she's better than everybody else. And Tina is just like, you're crude, you're rude, and you're embarrassing all of us.
Real quick, I just want to say hi to everybody. Did we say hi to everybody yet?
No.
Oh, I'll do it real quick. Hi, Susan. Hi, Yanni. Snow Space Cake. Welcome. Sunway. Good to see you. Cassie. Yes, so happy you were able to make a live from the start. Sunway, I think I just got you. Just want to get you again. Just make sure Black Lavender. Who else? Steven Crisco. Always great to see you. Let's see. Make sure I don't miss anyone.
I need real walls. Yes.
And, yeah, okay, we're all cut out. I love it. I need real walls.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Steven loves camping, but now I have to have a cot off the ground. Child. Can I call camping a 3-star hotel as opposed to a 5-star?
Well, if the tent is nice enough, yes.
No, hotels. Can I call that camping if I downgrade the 3-star?
Depends on what they offer. Now, if it's extremely basic, like you get a bed,
Yeah, there's a
yeah.
bed.
No, I'm just saying it has to be extremely basic, like maybe like the Motel 6. That's camping.
No, that's
That,
not camping.
that's hotel
That's
camping.
that's like, I don't know, Hotel Baghdad for me. Like what? Motel 6?
That's hotel camping. Like you're roughing it. Like you may like because you know at the whole Motel 6 you probably get what 3 cable stations, ESPN. You might
Okay,
get
my eyes are blinking. I'm not computing. Not computing. Not computing. Wait, what? Okay. Oh,
can't do it.
no. 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 I'm broke bougie.
Let's
No.
see. Yanni says in Brazil, they have one of the hotels in the mountains. You can either pitch a tent or rent a hotel room. That's what I did. A room. Hmm.
Right?
I mean, if you have a choice, you go. To me, you always go with the room.
Yes. I, you feel bad. Snow Space Cake. I love that name. She says, I feel bad for Vanessa's kids because how she acts. Are they around her that much?
I mean, I think they're gonna watch this back though at some point, and then their friends are gonna see. They're like, "Yeah, mom was on national, like international TV, running around on TV naked." No, yeah.
See, I didn't mind the nakedness that
And her
much,
son,
but when she
and one
did
was
the tongue thing on the
crackers.
snacks, yeah, that was just like, girl, we didn't need to see all of that. I
And I
thought
think
that was more intimate.
we have to remember that one of her sons is still like maybe middle school. And kids are cruel,
As if they aren't already cruel.
but you don't need that
Like she
extra
ain't
either.
roll up to the school already while he was in band practice.
True, but that's different than actually the people seeing your mama naked on it. Come on now, you can't tell me that's not different.
Have we seen Vanessa dress though? It's a converted bed sheet. We already know.
Like I'm not mad at Vanessa at all. I'm not mad, but I think I understand her point of view. Like I kind of understand Tina's, but I understand
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa's point of view better because what Tina did was put her own insecurities onto Vanessa, and that's not right to do to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put how you feel about yourself onto other people.
Yeah, because like Vanessa in that moment was feeling so free, so at one with the place that they were in. And I think it even like went back to a memory of her childhood where her mom would send them out into the rain to play. And she felt so free. She had come to the decision where she thought that she was gonna, look at places when she got back home so she can move out from her sister Jackie. Like she had really come to a lot
Mm-hmm.
of conclusions, and like a burden had lifted off of her. So she decided to go streak in the rain. And then Tina just squashed that. She just squashed it. And
Because when she
look,
listed off those issues, like people always see it as a joke, or uneducated, or this, or that. I'm like, here's the thing. I'm sorry, I've never heard anyone say someone was not educated or intelligent because of their weight. I have
I had
never heard
never
that.
that either. I didn't know where she was coming from with that.
Because to me, what she did was she combined her issues with herself, and it was a projection of how she sees Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Ooh, this is not good," because I've
Yep. When
never
she
heard
said that.
intelligent. It was the intelligent thing. I'm like, I've never
Uh-huh.
heard someone ever say, "Oh, you're dumb because you're fat." No,
No, I've heard a lot of things, but not that one. And she lost me in that point, and I'm like, wait, so is that how you think of her? That was the first thing that came through my head, and then I pulled back, and then Vanessa said, "Stop judging me," and I was like, oh, Vanessa picked up on it too.
right. So we have to remember in the confessionals, Vanessa said, Tina with her little Miss, I'm better than you are. She doesn't say it, but that's what everyone hears. I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Mm. Well, they just go at it, and it kind of like put a bad spin on the end of a cute little girl's weekend away. Um oh geez. It
My
was
thing is,
just so much.
my whole thing is Tina. If it bothers you, here's the thing, if it bothers you so much, why did you stand there after she streaked by you,
Mhm.
stood there talking to the other girls about her, then you stood there the whole time when she came back in? If it bothers you so much, you should just went inside. As soon as you saw her streak past you, you could just went back inside.
Yeah, I don't want to see this.
Right. And you could tell Tina's very insecure. Like, very, very insecure. And speaking about insecurity, what do you think about Megan? Like, and how she's feeling? Because remember, they did the little card game, and the question was who was most likely to have a pregnancy scare. They said Ashley, and they gave the
Mhm.
reasons why. And Megan said she's not really getting sex anyway, so it wouldn't happen with her. And then she started talking, and I'm like,
Is that where she said she felt like a monster or she saw
yeah,
a monster or
I,
something?
yeah. Here's the thing, I don't know how I feel about that because her explanation, I'm like, it doesn't really make sense. And like, I think it was Tina. It was somebody
Mhm.
who said like, well, he's been with you at your heaviest, and he
Mhm.
was fine with it. And she said, you know, yeah, but like I feel like my body like has no shape. I'm like, that's not really true. But the thing is, in order for your body, in order for you to know what your body actually looks like, you actually have to get in shape. You lost a lot of weight, so yeah, you're
Mhm.
not you when you're bigger. Yeah, your body's out of shape, so you really don't really have too much of a shape. Now, some people with weight, you would still see what their body would look like, even if they were in shape.
Remember what she said, she was jealous of Vanessa's legs? Vanessa's legs are stick thin, but you look at Megan's legs and she has the fat pockets.
Hmm.
She carried a lot of weight on her legs, and Vanessa carried all her weight around her
Around her
waist and
middle.
hips.
Yep.
Yeah. So they have the same issues just in different locations, but Megan is focusing on that. She's focusing on all the negatives. But if she continued on the journey and kept on, like you said, losing the weight, then she can go and get the surgery and get the loose skin taken off of
Yeah, but
those parts.
the problem with, and Yanni just said what I was going to go to next.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm afraid. The most afraid that they'll lose weight and turn to lose skin and still doesn't look good, be disappointed. So the issue might be the skin, not the weight. You can see that with Vanessa with her arms. So once
Mm.
Vanessa lose the weight, I think once they get the lose all the weight and get the skin surgery, I think they'll be fine. But that's why. But the thing is though, when you're losing weight, you have to lift weights. You have to go to the gym, because that's
Mm-hmm.
what helps you with the loose skin as well. But when you lose a ton of weight, really fast, you're gonna have the skin. There's no way around that.
Yeah. But I think if Megan had really kept up with her diet and the exercise and actually lost more weight, she would be in a better place.
Right.
Because it would be just skin, loose skin, and like look at her legs. Look at her legs. I saw when she mentioned Vanessa's legs that she was jealous that she wanted Vanessa's legs. I was like, wow, okay. I understand that because I first noticed it when they were climbing the stairs for the water slide. I didn't notice it before that on Megan. Child. But you know what? This goes to show you, you always want what someone else has, and you never
Right.
appreciate what you have of your own. You know, it's like that
Exactly.
with curly hair versus straight hair, light skin versus dark skin, fat versus skinny. Like, you never happy with what you have. It's a damn shame. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. We end off the episode with them just bickering. Tina leaves the tent. Well, Ashley tells Tina, look, I understand what you're saying. Tina doesn't want to hear any more of it. She goes out to the car. She gets an attitude with the production crew and closes the door and is crying in the car. Girl, you was dead wrong, but I could see where you're coming from, where you don't want to be judged. You just own it that you was embarrassed by this girl's freeness and acceptance of who she is, and you can't accept who you are. And we're back inside where I think Ashley, out of all of the other three ladies, Ashley is the one who could really assertively speak to Vanessa, and Vanessa actually hear it. Because I don't think she hears anything from Tina because she don't like Tina. And I don't think she can hear anything from Megan because she could bulldoze over Megan. She can't do that with Ashley.
Right. Now she comes from a factual place. It's not an emotional place, so it's easier to take.
And I think Ashley can get to the vocal levels the same as Vanessa. So there's no speaking over Ashley. You see what I'm saying? Like, Ashley can get her point across in a non-offensive way, but she's not going to let you talk over her. So I think she actually listened to Ashley, and Ashley tried to explain both points of view, and it kind of settled down, but that's where we left the episode.
Oh, y'all need to. You guys not watching in New Jersey, but Jackie is in full blown ED and her tibia is broken. To hear the detail, I've been meaning to catch up on New Jersey just to watch it because I just haven't.
Wait, her eating issues have come back?
It sounds like it.
Whoa. Wow. And her tibia is broken. Where's the tibia? Is that your foot?
Leg.
Oh. How'd she break that? Yeah. Poor thing. Is that on the show now or in real life?
In real time, we should say.
In real time. Oh, okay. Because they film in the summers.
Oh, it never left.
Huh?
She said it never left, and she finally admitted it.
But that's an ongoing thing. That's like being an alcoholic. You're always an alcoholic.
Right. But I think you can manage it. I think she was always in it, from what it sounds like.
And she came on a reality show like Housewives of Jersey. Dummy. Oh my God. All right, so y'all, that was the episode. This was a cute little episode.
It was.
It gave me a little bit more of what I was asking for, which is Ashley. I'm insanely interested in her. And because I think, like, out of all of them, like, she'll be the best at the weight loss journey, even though she's already failed one, so she says. I think that was just like a practice.
Oh, real quick. The past 2 seasons, she's in her worth. She says she's always hungry. She counts all her calories, but now her children are nosy and comments to the husband. Oof. But it's good. I'm glad her children are nosy because maybe it'll snap her out of it.
Is she still going to therapy for that though?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna start watching it this week. I just been focusing on other stuff. So.
Oh, but I guess you'll have time now because A&E canceled
Right.
Adults Adopting Adults. Why y'all went and complained about that freak show?
That was a whole mess. I mean, we saw that like this thing yanked. Gotta go.
And we were just getting into it. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
We need to at least get an update to make sure that that girl is still alive, Ileana.
Right. And she's back home somewhere.
You know he wanted to steal that baby.
Yanni, it's because of Danny. They didn't like his. Too many people complain about the way he was treating Ileana. They felt it was inappropriate.
Well, not only Ileana, I think that they were concerned with regards to the wife as well. Like his overall treatment of anyone on the show, he was a freak, and that's putting it lightly. And then there was one reviewer on YouTube that I stumbled across. She did a whole show asking if A&E was doing a show on human trafficking. And I was just like, wait, what? But she made sense though. She made sense. And I was just like, oh, well. I told that show made me uncomfortable, mostly him.
Yeah,
made me very, very, very uncomfortable. And I think A&E knew that it would make folks uncomfortable. I don't think it was people writing into A&E saying, what the crap is this that you have on? I think it was advertisers saying, we are pulling our advertising. This is, we don't want to be associated with this. It's not what you sold us. Because I think they went around and sold the Prince Von Heim, but then showed up to air with Danny.
Exactly.
I wish I could remember what ads were shown during, because I was wondering why I couldn't find it this week. Oh, they pulled all their shows off YouTube, all off their platform, everything. Can we still see it on Xfinity? This is good. Well, at least A&E is better than TLC. TLC just goes and runs with it, and they don't care.
Right.
Adults Adopting Adults.
Oh no, it's gone. It doesn't even come up in the search.
It shows season 1, episode 1. That's all I can see.
Let me put it. Adults Adopting. So I'm on, but see, I'm on the app. That's probably why.
I am too.
You are?
I'm on my phone.
It doesn't come up for me. Let me try it one more time.
Do the search. Do browse and then type in Adults Adopting Adults.
It doesn't come up for me.
Let me see if it'll play. Oops. I think it's, let me see. This is messy. Yeah, because when I looked for it earlier in the week, it had the past shows on there, but not the new one. And I'm like, oh, they're taking a week off already?
Oh yeah, it's gone completely. It's scrubbed.
Hold on, let me see if it'll show this episode 1 on mine. Yep, I can still see episode 1.
Online?
Yeah, on my app.
Yeah, my app is completely gone.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm signing with I'm signing with an Xfinity on the A&E app. Completely gone on mine.
Oh, you're on the A&E app.
Hmm.
I'm on Xfinity.
Oh.
I'm on Xfinity, yeah. And they had 3 shows before
Hmm.
when I was checking at the top of the week to see what the schedule was going to be for us. And I didn't see episode 4. I just thought they were taking a break this week. But they had the 3 previous episodes that we've reviewed. And now it's just down to 1. So I think Xfinity is just scrubbing them one by one.
Yeah, on the Xfinity app, it's there, but it's not on A&E.
Yeah, they said that they took down all the
No,
episodes on
on my
A&E.
on my Xfinity, I have all 3 episodes.
You have all 3?
Hmm.
Shut the front door.
But you can only buy them. You can buy the first 2, but you would have to buy the first 2. But you could watch the you could watch no you could watch episode 1, right? But you
Uh-huh.
would have to buy episodes 2 and 3.
Ain't nobody buying it.
No,
Just
not at
go
all.
back and watch our reviews. They're all trash.
Exactly. But I think like you said, this is a good episode. I think we're good to
Mm-hmm.
go.
Yeah. So this was 1,000 Pound Best Friends, season 1, episode 3. We are not a joke. Tomorrow we will be doing 90 Day Fiance and is Orange County on tonight?
They should be. They have no excuses.
Really? I can't even. Orange County. Do you see if they're on tonight?
I'm trying to see right now. Let's see where am I at.
Upcoming. Today. Um, Never Before Seen? Huh? So they don't have no new show tonight?
Wait a
This
minute. No, it's on.
is on?
On mine, it says Bravo, West Coast, Orange County, 9 a.m. 9
9
p.m.
a.m. Oh, hold on. Because I was looking at upcoming, and the only thing that they had new was, all right, let's see, is this new? That's bonus footage at 9. Okay, so there's Ultimate Girls Trip at 8 and bonus footage at 9. Never Before Seen. They don't have an episode tonight. This is some bullshit. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, they don't have anything tonight. So tomorrow it'll be a 90-day mess.
So is that just a never seen before?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's usually what they bring on at 8 o'clock. And then like the normal episode for season 16 is at 9. But they put Girls Trip on
Yeah, they
at 8
did.
and then Never Before Seen at 9. I don't want to watch that. That's just a rerun of last week.
Oh well, 90 days it is.
Yeah, so we'll do 90 Day at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Good, because that'll give me some extra time to run some errands tomorrow morning. All right. Okay, so guys, come prepared tomorrow because I've been seeing the previews of Usman digging all up inside of Kimbali's cooch. And the disintegration of poor Mike and Jimena. Who cares
Oof.
about Gino?
Right.
Who else is on this train wreck? So we'll dissect all of the messes tomorrow. Bring your notes. Oh, thanks, Susan. I appreciate that. Bring all your notes. Join us here for more merrymaking and a little escape from reality with these scripted shows. Oh my God. Oh, I'm having so much fun watching Maths Australia. It's what I watch in the morning, and it just gets me through the day. Wish we could do Maths Australia. So good. Yes, it is, Susan. It is, Susan.
Oh,
I love it.
Bobby says New Jersey is a must. Now, if a Bobby's actually endorsing a show, I have to catch up now. Thanks, Bobby.
I watched the after show. I'm not that impressed. I feel like it'll do the same thing that it did last year. And I don't like Louis. If anything, the only reason why I would be watching is for Black Dolores, and that's not enough reason.
Gotcha. I'll tune in. I mean, Jay. Well, he's from that area. I think he's from Jersey, so he told me to go ahead, or he or she said it's a good watch. So I'm like, okay, I'll catch up eventually.
Who, JG?
No, the blog.
Oh, the blog. Oh, on Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, Jersey people always ride hard for Jersey people.
True.
Wait, Ablavi says bye, and then Real Housewives of New Jersey is a must. Okay. My God, this chat in StreamYard is so slow. It's so slow. Okay, so guys, we'll see you back here tomorrow for more merrymaking. And left her own party because producers upset him. Oh yeah, she walked out of the Teresa cursed out the producers and walked out of the party that she was hosting at Jennifer's shore house.
Okay.
Because of the video. Everybody was talking about the video that Louis was in at the boys' camp or whatever. And honestly, just say what you got to say about it and get it over with.
Pretty much.
Why extend it? It makes no sense. Love Gia and Joey. What is there to love about Gia?
I don't like her.
And Joey, Melissa's son, Joey?
Because one thing is this: if she's bold enough to be on that show, she's old enough to get dragged, just like everybody else on that show.
I don't know. Margaret, child, they're discussing, like, because Margaret outed Bill's infidelity with Jennifer this season. But I don't even know if outed is the appropriate word because everybody knew about it, including Jennifer.
Right.
But we were tuned into it because it was done on camera. Jennifer, you go for people. Just make sure people can't come back for you.
Right. You can't open your mouth and talk shit and not expect to get hit.
And she's been doing it for seasons. Margaret held off on this for the longest. She's attacked Margaret. She's attacked her mom.
Margaret. She alluded to it, but took it back real quick.
Well,
seasons ago, but she took that back, and then, remember, because we like, why are you so upset? Like, if there was nothing there. So
I don't know. Margaret always got an ear in the gutter.
Yeah.
She pandering in that gossip. But the deadly thing about Margaret is that Margaret turns the gossip into facts. And then she says them. Like, she holds them in the file cabinet. And then throws them out when she needs to. Like, I don't know. But she did say something. In the after show, she was like, she thinks that okay, so Jennifer kept on attacking Margaret because she was she was very open about how her relationship with her now husband, Joe, started. She was married to somebody else. He was married to somebody else. They carried on an affair for 2 years, and then they got married themselves. And she was very open and honest about that. And Margaret thinks that might have triggered something for Jennifer because, like, she had an affair happen in her marriage, but she decided to stay, whereas Margaret left. And where Margaret's open about her situation, Jennifer was very closed about her. She decided to forgive her husband and keep her marriage together for her children, for herself, for her husband. They handled it differently. And I think with Margaret being so open and in her opinion, like blasé about it, yeah, I had a relationship, and talking about it over dinner, it just wasn't the thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So different approaches to affairs.
Right. And I with the blog, I wish the original cast was in New Jersey. Yeah, because Caroline would have laid Teresa flat by now.
Oh, yeah. Teresa's out of control. And I think that's why I don't want to watch it. Because it's the Teresa show. It was a bit more balanced when you had two prominent families.
Right.
The Manzos and the Giudice Gorgas, it was balanced. And even when they kept on bringing in more Giudice Gorga family members, the Manzos were such a prominent family that they could handle it. They never seemed outnumbered.
But see, the thing is also Rosie and Kathy weren't going to take Teresa's shit either. We have to remember that Rosie would be like, no. Kathy was like, no. And that was the problem with Teresa. See, that was the problem. That's the reason why they got kicked off the show, is because they weren't Teresa's yes men. Whereas Joe and Melissa would play along because they just wanted to be on TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof.
Because either Caroline or Jacqueline would have laid Teresa flat.
Yeah, that's true. And even if they had a defector in the Manzo camp with Dina, Caroline and Jacqueline held flanks. They held the line.
But Dina and Caroline were on the outs anyway. So that was either another dynamic. And we have to also remember that before the show, Caroline, they had issues because Caroline said, like, people think Jacqueline's a punk. Jacqueline's not a punk. She said, like, me and Jacqueline got in a fight, and
Caroline.
She broke Caroline's nose.
Yeah.
They're like, Jacqueline's no punk. What are you talking about?
Jacqueline from the mean streets of Vegas, y'all.
Exactly. She's from the south side of Vegas.
Oh my God. So as much as they talk about Teresa and Dolores from Patterson, Jacqueline a thug.
Straight up. Straight up. That's why people who like Jacqueline, I love Jacqueline, because you could tell, like, she tries to be, proud, but you could tell she's from the streets of Vegas. You could just tell. There's something you could just tell. Like, if you took them outside on the street, they just completely whoop your ass. You wouldn't talk all this shit. Teresa, you one of those. As Debbie would say, Jacqueline take you outside and just rinse you out. Teresa ain't got no hands. You can tell Teresa ain't got no hands.
Dolores got the hands. Joe told a story. Joe Gorga told a story. He said, okay, as an example, let me tell you how Dolores is. He did this in the after show. He said, I was in second grade, and to get home from my school, I had to come out of school, turn the corner, and go straight down to my house. I turned the corner, and I saw Dolores. Dolores was there. She had one girl dragging her by the hair down the street, and the other girl, she punched and clocked her out. And then she just dropped the other girl. She fixed her hair. Her nails were still done, and she was looking cute, and she just walked away. She dusted out two girls in the middle of the street while this little second grader walked at home.
I believe it.
And he said she looked beautiful. Not a hair out of place. Her fingernails were still done. The girls were in the street. And you know, that's Dolores.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Ashley was my favorite kid. Oh, yeah. Ashley would have thrown those hands too. Because she did it with
Danielle.
Danielle, yes.
Pull some of her hair out.
Oh my God. I do want to see Dina, Caroline, and Jacqueline back. I do.
Part of me wants to. I'm not sure we could do it though. Part of me would love to go back and rewatch the first seasons of Jersey and review them. Just to, I don't know. I might just go binge watch them just to watch them.
They were good. And like, they're the only franchise that had 4 wives, and it was one of their best seasons.
Right.
One of the 4 wives.
4.
So against your rules.
Right.
But that shows the characters of personalities that they had with only 4 people carrying the show.
Oof.
Wow.
And like, people didn't like the Wakilis, but I love me some Rosie. But see, here's the thing, and I'm going to say this. Mm-hmm. If they just took Rich off the show, bring them back. But if we got to have Rich with Kathy, don't bring them back.
I don't want her kids neither.
No.
I could do Kathy.
And Rosie.
I liked Rosie. Like, whenever she would be with Joe Giudice making wine in the garage and talking about women.
She was fantastic.
Because, you know, he was talking about all his outside hoes.
Right. and Rosie was sitting there like, yep.
That's not Teresa. What? I love them.
Yeah, I'm with you. Keep the kids out. Don't need your kids. Don't need your husband. We just need the Kathy and Rosie dynamic.
Yeah.
I always kind of felt it was Kathy and Rosie versus Joe and Teresa, and I was team Rosie and Kathy, because they would lay Teresa flat every time. Nope. We're not going with that. What you talking about?
Okay, hold on. Something is starting here on my computer, and Jesus, come on. Can I get you back over here now?
But the worst season, before we go, that worst season was with them twins. That was tragic.
I didn't understand them.
They just came out of nowhere. But we did get to see Miss Gotti. That was the highlight of that season for me.
Oh yes, that is true. We did see the Gottis. That was nice. I liked them. Victoria was always good. I used to watch her reality show with her sons, Frankie.
Growing Up Gotti?
Yes.
I used to watch that too.
They came down to a hotel that I used to work for here in South Florida, and those boys trashed the hotel and wound up getting put out.
Steven Crisco says, didn't Dolores used to be a jail guard?
I know her father was a policeman.
Yeah, I know he's a cop.
Somebody did something with the jail. Maybe it was Dolores. I don't know.
I think I might start binge watching the old seasons. Just nostalgia, because they were just that good. It's amazing how good they were. Just like the first 2 seasons of Beverly Hills was iconic. Them were the you're a liar and an alcoholic. I'm like, oh no.
Well, don't forget Taylor Armstrong, her husband. That was kind of like a sort of abusive kind of relationship, and then the financial problems, and then he did himself. Rest in peace. You know, and she had that little girl. Like, wow, that was a lot for one character. and the demise of Camille Grammer's marriage unfolding in front of us. The trip to New York was epic.
When they say you're not Mrs. Grammer, she's like, "What are you talking about?" Yes, I am. He's like, "No, you're not."
And when he said in the confessional, like, I did this for you, I gave you the, I set you up on the show.
What?
As if this is your like settlement. Get away from me. I've already replaced you.
I mean, the early days of these shows, and if we're gonna talk about OC, the first season where Lori was broke and working for Vicky and could barely afford her townhouse. That was real.
Wait, did you hear that one of the kids from the original OC cast
Tammy
got arrested?
Lindsay, that was Tammy Knickerbocker's daughter.
Yeah, she recently got arrested. She looked rough. Was she one of the kids that was on the boat doing the promotion? Was that one of those girls? Remember, and they had that big fight. They were doing a promotion of something, and one of the housewives' daughters was on this boat.
That could have been her.
Yeah, because she was like real cute back then. I swear it was her. And then to see her mugshot now, guys, don't do meth.
Yeah, no.
Don't do meth. Whoa.
I mean, if we think about all the first seasons of most of these franchises were the best seasons.
Not DC.
DC was just trash from the beginning, though.
And not Salt Lake. Their first season was not good.
Okay, here's what happened. Let's be honest. Here's what they did to us. They gave us the okie doke. They gave us the okie doke, and we fell for it because we were supposed to see scamming, investigations. We were supposed to see a whole lot of stuff that we didn't see.
We're still not seeing it.
We're still not seeing it. And Bravo, if you listen to me, y'all really gotta stop these 14 Shades of Grey scenes. I'm gonna need you not to do that on my screens anymore.
Oh, with Whitney? I told you already, they sold 21 episodes for advertisers, and they was just trying to find filler. There was no reason for this season to be 21 episodes.
0. It should have been 15 at the most.
12. I'm liking the shorter, condensed seasons, like how Sister Wives was. Sister Wives had 13 episodes with a 3-part reunion included. So 10 episodes with a 3-part reunion, 13 episodes total for the season. It was wonderful. We got our aggression out at Cody, and it was done. Finito. I don't know why we have enough franchises now that we don't need to do 21 or 20 plus episodes in a season. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Yanni. I wasn't expecting that. See, I'm not a prude either. I wasn't expecting that scene. But I think I was more offended by Justin. There was no action going on in those underwears for your wife to be almost naked in front of you.
And she should have told him the real reason, like, baby, I spent too much money. Just saying. I spent some more money, or I dipped into the old funds. Something. We know she spent some more money.
I think she told him the next day when the cameras left. I think that was her last solo scene in her house. Once the cameras went down, then she told them. All right, guys. This has been real, but I gotta go. Jamal, so I'll see you back here tomorrow.
But of course.
I still have to watch 90 Day. I'm going to start watching that tonight. Ugh, gross. I know I'm definitely not going to be able to eat during that show if Usman and Kimberly are getting it on. All right, guys, we'll see you back here tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. bring your notes, get ready to dive in. All right, Jamal, until next time.
But of course.
All righty. Bye.
Bye.